My role this morning is just to moderate this solemn occasion, and I would have no much to say, but to just go straight to the program ceremony. We are gathered here today, happily, of course, to witness a very important and historic event in the history of Parliament in the Gambia. That is the handing over ceremony of brand new vehicles to parliamentarians, officially procured and intended for honorable members of the legislature. This has never happened in the history of our parliament. This is what makes it historic, and of course, symbolic. Today, we are officially to equip the legislature with mobility through an innovative scheme as an organ of the state. We are therefore happy as a parliamentary service that this happens after many years of studies and strife. Right Honorable Speaker and members of the 6th Legislature, we take pride that this happens during your time as members of the 6th Legislature. Thus, the purpose of this gathering is the official handing over of this vehicle from the supplier to the National Assembly. Without much ado, I will stop here and I would like to invite the Right Honorable Clerk of the National Assembly to give his introductory and of course welcoming remarks. Honorable Clerk, the floor is yours.
Right Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Minister for Finance and Economic Affairs, Honorable Minority Leader and former Majority and Minority Leader, members of the authority, honorable members of the National Assembly here present, our invited guests, our suppliers, CFAO Motors, representative of our insurer, Royal Insurance, representative of the Office of the IGP, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, staff of the National Assembly, good morning and welcome to this very important occasion. I'm indeed extremely privileged and humbled to welcome you all to this brief but very important ceremony for the handing over of the much needed and immense value vehicles to the members of the National Assembly. I take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to all honorable members for your patience and understanding. And I will single out the Deputy Speaker for diligently working with us throughout the process and to get us to where we are today against all odds. Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Speaker. We are very grateful. We have fallen short of the expected delivery schedule due to supply chain disruption caused by the unexpected outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic and price valuation during the period. But together with our suppliers, we weathered the storm, and here we are finally making the good on our promises. For this, I also thank CFAO Motors Gambia profoundly for the cooperation and understanding to honor the terms of the contract despite the changing dynamics. Distinguished invited guests, honorable members, today represent a great accomplishment and vindication of strategic thinking, careful planning, and diligent execution of our responsibility as National Assembly service. It is indeed gratifying to know that this is the first time in the annals of the history of this institution that honorable members are accorded official mobility to expand their outreach and enhance one of their core mandates, that is representation. Much more, this mobility scheme is done in such a manner that it minimizes costs on the government with the ultimate objective of being self-sustaining in the near future. The vehicle loan scheme, facilitated by the results of collaboration with the Ministry of Finance and the National Assembly, is anticipated that the provision of this facility shall encourage members to continue undertaking their duties and responsibility effectively and efficiently. We have also, throughout the process, as required by law, ensured transparency, accountability, and value for money. The vehicle we are sourced through an open tender with a very competitive bidding process. All the documents we are processed and reviewed and approved by the procurement authority. I therefore wish to return special gratitude to the National Assembly Contracts Committee for their thoughtfulness and steadfastness throughout the process. Together, they exhibited immense dedication to duty and determination, working round the clock to ensure that we deliver this project with our heads high. Thank you very much, the Contracts Committee, for a job well done. It was not easy. This is the first experience for both of us as management and as an institution. And all challenges encountered during the process serve as a learning curve. We'll continue to build on our experience by providing high-quality service to the National Assembly. That's the mandate of the service, and we will continue to serve you, for you to perform your duties and responsibilities better, to serve your people. That's our mandate and that's our responsibility. On that note, I wish to reiterate that the National Assembly shall continue to be professional and apolitical and will continue to serve this institution and the people it serves with integrity and to the best of our ability. I thank you all for your kind attention and welcome to this important occasion.
Very much. Couldn't have said it better. Indeed, this event is, of course, a groundbreaking achievement for the legislature. And of course, we acknowledge as well the efforts of our supplier, Safe Our Motors Gambia. Of course, they did tremendously well to get us where we are. Of course, there were some challenges, of course, but they worked tirelessly and collaboratively with us to get us what we get today. You with vehicles only, but in a very transparent and efficient manner for the world all over to see. Thank you very much once again, Honorable Clerk. And now I wish to invite the Honorable, of course, anybody who is in this solemn occasion, we are, of course, permitted to call you Honorable, the Honorable Chief Finance Officer, who will deliver a statement on behalf of the Managing Director of Safe Our Motors Gambia, our suppliers. Thank you. Honorable, you're welcome.
Finance and Economic Affairs, honorable members of the National Assembly, distinguished guests, good morning. It's with extreme pleasure that I stand here today to present to you the 58th unit of Prado procured by National Assembly Services for the honorable members. Safe Our Motors Gambia is a subsidiary of Safe Our Group, leaders in distribution and service in Africa and overseas. In 2012, Toyota Tsusho Corporation acquired 100% of CFAO Group. Toyota's mission is to procure happiness for all through the pursuit of mobility for all. When you are free to move, anything is possible. Safe Our main goal is to provide quality goods and services for our customers for complete satisfaction. It has been a long journey to this day, and we cannot close this chapter without thanking you, the Honorable Speaker, honorable members of the National Assembly, for your trust, your continuous support toward this process. Rest assured that our commitment goes beyond the delivery of those new vehicles. We remain at your disposal to assist you with any technical support with a competent after-sales team. We wish you happy miles with your new Toyota Prado. Thank you.
Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, the Honorable Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, Honorable Majority and Minority Leaders, and Honorable Members of the National Assembly, senior government officials here in present, representative of the Inspector General of Police, representative of the Commissioner General, Gambia Revenue Authority, Director General or his representative from GPPA, our suppliers, that is CFAO Motors, the insurance company, Royal Insurance, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you all. Let me first of all return thanks and gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for granting me the privilege and honor to preside over the first ever handing over of vehicles to honorable members of the National Assembly.
Let me state from the very beginning that these vehicles are not procured for luxury. They are acquired out of necessity. Over the years, honorable members of the National Assembly face significant challenges with commuting to the Assembly chamber for sittings. This not resulting to lack of full or restart of cities. Oversight activities have also been greatly hampered, and only one service board is at the disposal of committees for this move. Much more, honorable members, majority of National Assembly members not even regularly visit their constituencies to interface with the people who elected them. This reality greatly affected honorable members in the execution of their duties and responsibilities. And it is this challenge that the mobility scheme seeks to address so that honorable National Assembly members can honor the social contract with the Gambian people as prescribed by law. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am fully aware of the concerns raised by the law regarding the provision of mobility scheme for members of the National Assembly. However, while I appreciate these concerns as they show the interests of people affected in governance of the state, I wish to assure every government that the due process was followed throughout the process and the best value for money has been achieved. The vehicles are partly funded by members themselves, and this maintenance, fuel, and running costs is entirely on honorable members. There's no other. After what value the mobility scheme can add to the work of people who serve as a link between the citizens and the government. The people who are charged with the mandate of holding government accountable to the people and amplifying the wishes and aspirations of the citizens for interest by putting bearers in my own court to make good quality legislation that promotes the collective well-being of all people. Honorable Assembly members, I want to personally applaud you for your restraint and patriotism during this difficult time for the people. For honorable members to operate independently, they require certain tools necessary to enable them to execute that work effectively and efficiently. Having some papers is necessary to bring them closer to the people in all aspects of their legislative work. I am hopeful that with these new developments, honorable members will now be virtual to the cities and make the constituency their own, as well as provide other support services of our communities. Honorable ladies and gentlemen, all of this would not have been possible without the commitment and support of the government of the PSC of His Excellency, President Adam Barrow. commitment, vision, the government believes in the independence of the National Assembly and is willing to provide the much-needed resources to ensure that the legislature performs its responsibilities of legislation, representation, and oversight. I also wish to seize this opportunity to commend the Honorable Minister of Finance, Gambia Public Procurement Authority, the Inspector General of Police, Gambia Revenue Authority, for their strong support rendered to the National Assembly to ensure the successful delivery of these treaties. I also wish to thank the supplier, CFRO Motors, Gambia Limited, for living up to the expectations of the contract. I also wish to thank my able deputy speaker, who was assigned to participate in the whole process. Sincerely, I thank him for a job well done. My appreciation also to the clerk and his contract committee for working tirelessly 2 days to ensure the delivery of this project. I remain hopeful that this bill will add great value to the work of the National Assembly members, and I urge all honorable members to live up to the expectations of the citizens who have elected us. On that note, honorable members, let me once again reiterate that as an institution safeguarding democracy, social justice, and development, the National Assembly will continue to deliver its mandates provided by the Constitution and promote collective good benefit of all Gambians. I thank you all for your attention.
The Right Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta, the Honorable Minister for Finance and Economic Affairs, Honorable Sidi Keita, the Honorable Minority Leader and senior members of the National Assembly and honorable members of the National Assembly, Clerk of the National Assembly and staff, senior government officials, representative of the Inspector General of Police, representative of the Commissioner General, Gambia Revenue Authority, representative of the Director General of the Gambia Public Procurement Authority, our supplier, the CFRO Motors, the insurance of the Royal Insurance Gambia Limited, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press. On behalf of both sides of the National Assembly, I feel greatly honored to give the vote of thanks this morning. I am particularly grateful to His Excellency the President of the Republic, President Adama Barrow, whose government sanctioned the autonomy of the National Assembly and created avenues for it to be resourced to execute its core mandate of legislation, representation, and oversight. This we appreciate and thank him profusely. We are humbled by the encouraging words from the Honorable Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, our unalloyed partner. We want to thank you sincerely, and he demonstrated commitment of government to the principle of separation of powers and rule of law. And at this point, on behalf of both sides of the Assembly, to thank the Minister and his Permanent Secretary sincerely for the huge and progressive partnership and support. And I apologize for all the pressure and probably maybe at a time I would be on his neck on phone while he's away and his Permanent Secretary, and they got things done while they are outside. And I saw one innovative on his ministry that even when they are outside, they perform their duties as if they are in the Gambia. I want to thank you, sir. I will not do justice without profoundly expressing a profound gratitude to the National Assembly Authority of the 5th Legislature for reviewing this policy initiative with a critical lens and giving it a clean bill of health, and the authority of the 6th legislature for appreciating the value of this initiative and allowing it to progress without a hitch. Please, honorable members, order. I want to thank the Right Honorable Speaker, and I most profoundly appreciate the Honorable Speaker for his foresight and leadership. And to the Clerk of the National Assembly, Mr. Momodou Cisse, and his staff, I want to commend him sincerely for their leadership, foresight, support, and staff for making this dream a reality. The clerk and his staff work tirelessly in ensuring transparency, ownership, and accountability in the whole process. This is indeed a milestone for the National Assembly, and its significance cannot be overemphasized. To our government partners, the Ministry of Finance, the Gambia Public Procurement Authority, the Gambia Revenue Authority, and the Inspector General of Police and staff, we are very appreciative of the partnership to deliver this project and also for their support throughout the process. Of course, our supplier, the CFR Motors, it is with great delight that we thank you for delivering this contract. To all the institutions and agencies that have identified with us through their efforts in making this project a success, we say a very big thank you. And therefore, we want to reiterate, the Commissioner General of Customs, the Minister of Finance and his Permanent Secretary, the Inspector General of Police at the 11th hour for standing up and doing what is assigned to them, that is national duty in ensuring that we get this today at this dawn. So we want to thank you sincerely on behalf of the Honorable Speaker, both sides of the National Assembly and Clerk of the Assembly. I want to thank all of you and to thank the distinguished members of the National Assembly for your patience and understanding and working tirelessly with the Office of the Clerk to ensure that this vehicle scheme is successfully implemented. For an event of this magnitude, we might have inadvertently missed out some names. It is not intended to diminish or overlook your useful contribution, which we appreciate immensely. In conclusion, I express our sincere thanks to the press for their immense support to enlighten the people about this scheme of the National Assembly, and enjoin them to keep faith with the development schemes and progress of the legislature. We are indeed grateful to all of you, and thank you.